It was a dark and stormy Halloween night. The wind whistled in the wind, and the fog was slowly creeping up around Sam's feet as he began his long walk home. In the distance, he could just make out the silhouette of another boy standing underneath the street lamps. As he walked, Sam began to feel uneasy about the boy standing in the distance. The closer he got to the boy, the more he wanted to turn back, but he swallowed down his fear and kept walking. It was nearly 9 o'clock, and he had promised his mom that he would be back home before then. Every little noise around him began to get louder and seem more frightening as he got closer and closer to the boy waiting. Leaves snapped and cracked loudly around his feet, and the wind began howling rather than just whistling. Something rustled in the bushes behind him. Sam whipped his head around to get a better look and caught the tail of a rabbit as it hopped fully into the bushes. "Calm down," he told himself, but when he turned back to face the street lamp, the boy was gone. His heart felt like it might be out of his chest, and he looked around the foggy gloom for any sign of the boy or his silhouette. He was almost to the street lamp now, and the dark night around him was slowly getting illuminated by its pale glow. Suddenly, he felt something bump into his side, then a loud scream in his ear. Sam screamed too, and in the midst of the chaos, he tripped over a crack in the sidewalk. When he turned his head to the figure that had fallen next to him, he realized that he recognized the boy looking at him. It was one of the boys from his class, Zeke. "What in the world are you doing here, Zeke?" Sam said. Zeke just blinked at him and looked, breathing hard and unevenly. Finally, Zeke said, "I saw a figure walking towards me in the fog. I was so scared that I didn't want to move, so I just stayed here under the light. When he turned his head, I ran out of the fog into the gloomy thick so that he couldn't see me. I guess I bumped into you, and now here we are." Sam then realized that the figure Zeke had seen and been frozen in fear from was actually him. He began to laugh, and the two boys got up and walked home together.